A very warm welcome to all the students of class 2nd to today's Model Science class. Hope you all are well and safe at home. Today we'll be doing revision of chapter 1, in which I'll explain the chapter and exercises in detail. So children, let's begin our class. In today's session of MSc class, I'll explain chapter number 1. Let's start now. Tejas and Twinkle are playing in the park in the evening. So children, two children, Tejas and Twinkle, are playing in the park. Tejas and Twinkle are siblings. Their parents have gone for shopping. Tejas asks Twinkle to look at the plants, trees, flowers, birds, and other beautiful things created by God. So here in the story, Tejas asks to Twinkle to look at the plants, trees, flowers, birds around him, which are created by God. They were amazed by the beauty of nature. Both Tejas and Twinkle were amazed or surprised by the beauty of nature. Tejas wants to lie down in the green garden to look at the sky. Tejas was willing to lie down in the green garden and look at the blue sky above him. He enjoyed watching nature. He and his sister Twinkle are enjoying the natural beauty in the garden that evening. The sky looks like an ocean of colors to him. So children, when he looks at the sky, he found that the blue color of the sky looks like an ocean. By the time their parents reached back, Tejas and Twinkle asked them, "Why does everything look so nice and beautiful?" They asked their parents the reason why the natural beauty is divine. Papa replied, "It is because God has created them all, and all the creations of God are beautiful." Mama says, "All that God has created are good because they reflect God's beauty and goodness." So Mama says that yes, the things created by God are beautiful and good because they reflect the beauty and goodness of God. They reflect God, so they look good. As God has made everything so beautiful, so does it reflect in the nature. When we do good, we always reflect God. So children, good deeds are always the reflection of God's nature in us. That is why we should always do good to others. So we can say God is with us and within us. We must do good to all. So children, you must always do good deeds to reflect the God's will. Here are some moral values that we have learned from this story. First one is, all the creations of God, including us, are beautiful as they reflect God's beauty. God's beauty is reflected in all the creations of God. It can be in the form of nature, animal, birds, human beings, etc. The moral value that we get from this story is, when we do good, we reflect God. So children, we must always do good to reflect the God's deed. We must be good to others. Third moral value that we have learned from the story is, God is with us and within us. Last and the most important moral value that we have learned from the story is, we must always do good to others. So children, you have to keep in mind always that you should never hurt others and should never be bad to others. Be always good to others as you reflect the God. Let us repeat. Here is a famous saying said by Saint Chavara. Let your friends be those who love God. If we make friends, we should make the friends those who love God. Children, you have to learn this saying. I repeat once again. Let your friends be those who love God. Come on children, speak out with me. Let your friends be those who love God. Great. Okay children, now move on to the next slide. Here is one worksheet children. Try to find out these answers. Question number 1 is, why do all the creatures look good? Next question is, question number 2, what should we do to reflect God? You have to write down the answers of these questions. Now, let us revise the answers of these questions. First one is, why do all creatures look good? All creatures look good because it is God who created them. So children, I repeat once again, because it is God who created them. Question number 2. What should we do to reflect God? The correct answer is, we should always do good to reflect God. Come on children, let us repeat now. We should always do good to reflect God. I repeat once again, we should always do good to reflect God. Activity 2. Let us fill in the blanks. God dash me. So what is the correct answer children? God created me. So I am good. The sky is beautiful because God dash the sky. So the correct answer is created. The sky is beautiful because God created the sky. Next one is, when I do good, I dash God. When I do good, I reflect God. When you do good, you reflect dash. When you do good, you reflect God. Next one is God is dash us. So children, correct answer is God is with us and dash us and within us. Let us revise once again. God created me, so I am good. The sky is beautiful because God created the sky. When I do good, I reflect God. When you do good, you reflect God. God is with us and within us. Activity 1. Let us color the sky, moon and stars. You have to learn to draw this picture in your copies, children. You have to make stars, moon and sky in this picture. Here is one revision test of 10 marks, children. You have to do this revision test in your copies. Question number 1 is, answer the following questions. First one, what should we do to reflect God? I repeat once again, what should we do to reflect God? Question number 2, fill in the blanks. A part, God is dash us and dash us. B part, when you do good, you reflect dash. C part, the sky is beautiful because God dash the sky. All the fill in the blanks, you are supposed to write down only answers. Then question number 3, who said this? Let your friends be those who love God. You have to write down the name of the person who has said this saying. That's all for today's class, children. Revise your chapter well and complete this revision test in your notebook. Thank you everyone. Take care. Goodbye.